Here we are again, Wednesday night, and we got a huge storm rolling in. Look at that. Didn't even brush my beard tonight. That's from a motorcycle. Gets tangled up. Let's see who's on tonight. I'm waiting on everybody to show up. If we don't lose power, I'll be surprised. Oh, Bone Pile already hitting it up. Another Wednesday night, 9 p.m. here. Time sure goes by fast. Hope the free Castin peeps are happy and healthy. Awful cheery tonight. Jason's back. Hello, everybody. Jip finally went and caught a damn skunk. Yeah, just put some tomato sauce on it. That's what they always tell you, right? Missy Fix. Are we burning up there? You have a house left? I think is that above you. Who's burning, Washington or Oregon? There's a big fire up there, I heard. Hello from Oklahoma. You guys getting rain and tornadoes? We're getting rain. That's about it. Looks like it's going to storm good. Lightning and thunder. Jeremiah Flaw. Jeremiah, why don't you jump on tonight? Tell these boys how you do it in Colorado. Michael, good evening. Evening from Phoenix, Arizona. 104. What is it here? It is. It says windy. It ain't windy. 79 degrees. Let's see what my 39% humidity. That's horrible. 39% is horrible. Jared don't like humidity either. He likes the beer though, don't you?
Dude, it's hot enough outside. I need one.
Hey, you deserve to drink after hanging out for months with Casey.
Right?
Mm-hmm. No. A lucky kid from Arizona did not get one of my pups. A lucky kid from Alabama got one of my pups, which is kind of weird, but we'll see what happens. Ryan, your pup is a pain in my ass. It's being a puppy, hardcore puppy, and it's too loving. This dog wants to cuddle me annoyingly bad. It's good. She's doing good. She's a puppy. She's a papered. Papered puppies are spoiled and bougie, right? You don't kick a papered.
I'm not gonna get into it.
you don't kick a papered puppy. You kick grade dogs, but not papered puppies. So I can't catch a catfish, let alone a cat. Man, we did I got a boat running. We'd been down fishing, and we just went, and man, I tried everything, and we couldn't catch. We caught a bass, and that was it. Oregon's burning up, so it is Oregon on fire. I thought it was Washington. Either way.
Yeah, me and Rowdy were talking yesterday, and mountain range we hunted, 63,000 acres burned, or 33,000 acres burned, or something so far.
Yep. Mill Creek, West Virginia. You getting rain down there right now?
No, it's hot.
We
were supposed to get rain last night, and we didn't.
Yeah, it's rained all around us. When you go to Springerville, it looks like Ireland. It's ridiculously green. I mean, it is green.
Casey's place is green.
He's got. Look like a forest yet?
Yeah, it always has.
The weeds?
Yeah.
Man,
it's looking good.
A little piece of right here where my office is, just trying to get something to grow. And it was growing a little bit where I overflowed my trees, and then it rained. God almighty. Oh, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck in Oregon. We're literally surrounded by Fuhrer. The Fuhrer? In Germany? Fire. So how was let's talk about you a little bit. How was your cowboy experience?
We didn't get to do a whole lot of cowboying. We got to do a little bit. Mainly I was underneath the Weldon hood, but
I don't think people realize, you say cowboy, and and people think I'm gonna go stretch a fence or pull a calf or, doctor up a horse, or
Mm-hmm.
you don't do a whole lot of that unless you have to.
Yep.
You don't
Well,
want to have to
especially.
deal with your
Yeah.
cattle or your horses.
Yep.
You got to keep your equipment running, like you said, and your fence is up.
Yep.
But it ain't
But
an omelet in the morning and
no, it's not Yellowstone. I always gave Casey a hard time about that. I was just like, this is nothing like the movie Yellowstone.
Yep.
But no, we'd ride around every now and then, go check fence or cut trails, riding around, cut trails.
Yeah.
But nothing, nothing too crazy. I mean, I didn't really have the horses for cowboy work, That little Mustang I have is 800 pounds, 900 pounds. Most of Casey's bulls that he's trying to catch right now are over 1,000. They just would have yanked him to the ground and drug him.
Oh, they will too. That's when you just let go. Either let go or jump off.
That's what Casey said. We had to go catch this Maverick, and he yelled at me to go grab my horse, and my other horse fell down, so he's crippled. His shoulder was all swelled up real bad and had pus coming out of it. He got impaled in the shoulder by a rock or a stick or something. And so all I had was my 3-year-old colt or gelding or whatever you want to call it, and we go to gather that bull, and frickin' he broke in two on me right when I get to Casey. He went to giving it to me a little bit, not bad, and then I'm sitting there and I got a rope with me, and I'm like, hey, am I supposed to help you rope this thing? Because I suck at roping, and this horse ain't that good at this. And he's like, if you rope him, just hard tie to your saddle and step off. He's like, whatever happens, happens.
It ain't his horse. What does he care? We was down in New Mexico. Same thing, dumbass bull, and I had a bigger horse. He was 16 hands, but man, and that bull probably was 1,500 pounds. It was a big old bull, and it was all mesquite and had a clearing. And I roped and I dallied. And that old bull went one way, and Ike went around a tree another way, and it just. I bailed off, and I hope my dally wasn't very good. He didn't walk up, and it drug it. We crashed, we crashed. The horse went into the mesquite, bull went in mesquite, and I went left into another mesquite, and I got back up, and that bull just like nothing walked off. So and I got close enough. I'm not a good roper. And I used to have a real soft rope, and I would just get close enough and throw it down on its head. I'm not trying to 30 foot out there, I'm not. And arena ropers, there's a lot of guys that can rope good in the arena, but they never been out in the hills. And I asked somebody to come up to a branding one time we were doing, and they got up there and they said, "Where's your arena?" I said, "Well, there's 300 acres fenced right here," But I said, and they wouldn't do it. I'm not getting mine out there in those malapai. I'm like, I use a roper,
Right.
They don't want to get off that unlevel ground. And I had a little 3-week old bull calf we call it Twinkie. God dang, that thing was fast. And I told everybody, I'll give you $100 if you could rope that. And the old kid of mine that I grew up around. I know him since he's a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Good ropers. All those kids were good ropers. He roped that old little bull calf, and he looked back at me like, you owe me $100. And that, again, we're in the cedars, and it did the same thing. That old bull calf went around that cedar and come all the way back around his horse. And his horse said, "Nuh-uh." And it was a wreck. And that old bull calf would put that tail up. I don't know if you've seen any of them little calves run. They put those tails up, and they book like a greyhound. And he had that rope around his neck, lost his good rope for a while till we had to go find it. And
oh, shoot.
And the only reason we caught that, we was on a quad. And we literally had to rope it, drag it in, and bulldog it down off the quad. And then we had hog tie it, throw it on the quad. It's fun. You got stories, but it ain't fun when you're doing it, right?
Yep.
When you're rappelling off to get a dog, or you're having a big bear fight. Like me, I tried to stab one with a Bowie knife because it's killing a dog. It was all fun and games because I made it out alive.
Yeah.
You read those books like Wild Sports in the Far West, or and they get a bear, they shoot it, they have muskets, right? They're not shooting
Yeah.
but one time. Then they go to fighting with knives. The guy wakes up, his friend's dead, the bear's dead,
Yeah.
4 dogs are dead, and one's just about dead, and his
Yeah.
shoulder was just dislocated or messed up. Heck of a story until you have to lose an eye or lose a
Yep.
hand.
Hmm.
So, and don't ask Casey how he lost that hand. He has
No.
100 stories.
Hmm.
So, Robert,
What's happening?
so all I'm saying is you're breathing oxygen in the outside world.
Yep.
I'm not sure you can talk about anything yet, but
Not much. No, it's kind of.
that's all we know is it looks like you're in the clear.
For now. It did get. The case got dismissed, but it got dismissed without prejudice. So we're waiting
So
to see what they're going to try to
they'll
do.
find something else.
That's what they're going to try to do. But
Yeah.
they waited till the Wednesday. We were supposed to be on trial on a Monday, and they dismissed it on the Wednesday before.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
playing games, but for now, yeah.
I'm dealing with that right now with a friend. Same thing. Continue. No discovery. Stupid discovery. There's nothing in it. Like, it's just give up already.
What little bit I will tell you is that the weapon the other guy had on his body was missing for 10 months somewhere.
Huh.
And we still don't have it in discovery.
Wow.
So
it's a pretend weapon.
that's what I'm dealing with the court system right now. But we're good.
Yeah.
Good
You're
deal.
out. You're like I said, you're out still.
Yeah.
So Diane is, I believe, back in the hospital, right?
No.
Or she
No,
back
she's at
out?
home. She's at home.
Oh, that was the 4th, right? She went in,
Yeah.
and then they had to put a drain in her. Her hip was. This
I
is
don't
what I
know.
read on Facebook.
She's got
her hip
that
got.
hitching rail sticking out of her.
Well, they were talking about
And-
taking it out, but they can't take it out. So she had a pocket of fluid in there that they're trying to drain.
I didn't never heard anything about that. She just got checked up not too long ago and everything came back amazing.
It was like 4 hours ago. They had took her to the emergency room, and I think it said yesterday, the 4th.
Oh no. No one I haven't
No one told me. I just
Casey.
seen it on Facebook, and I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, I haven't seen nothing on Facebook yet, I guess. I'll have to hit Casey up. I called him the night I left and I lost my bucket of change.
There it is. Maybe
Yes,
let me
but-
see.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I think they're just worried about a staph infection. Like
Sure.
they had a pocket of fluid. They got a drain in it. So,
Yeah. I was gonna say she just went in and said all good, but shoot.
Well, that just went out like a few hours ago. I just popped up.
Gotcha.
I'm like, what the hell? Facebook, you know what I mean?
Yep. I've been running around doing errands and trying to get these fires at the house put out. So
Is your wife back right now?
yeah, that's why I'm back.
You got a big honey-do list.
She called me. I was still at Casey's and she called me and said, "Hey, you got to come home." And I'm like, "What's the deal?" And she's all, "My Toyota won't start and the fuel line's been chewed through by pack rats." And I'm like, "Okay."
Because it sat there for a while.
Yeah, and I was like, "Well, just call the mechanic. He lives down the road and nothing I can do." And she's like, "Well, they got into the HVAC, all the AC."
She said, "Get your ass home."
She's like, they got into the HVAC underneath the house, and I am not setting all these fucking live traps by myself. Gotcha. Okay,
Time to go.
time to go. So that's what I've
Now
been
you
doing.
get a little break. Now you
Yeah.
can settle down because we know Casey's riled up.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing is just setting traps underneath the house and underneath my bale or my haystack pile.
Jared got in the truck, started headed home, and cried. Cried.
It's so
Thank
hot
God.
outside too, out down
Hot.
here.
And it's just nonstop. Sun up,
No,
sun down.
like God, I got home and it was 11 o'clock at night. And I think it was 87 degrees outside.
No thanks.
Shit, my dad said it was 101 at 7 in the morning down there south of Phoenix.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah. He's like, I
Yeah,
can't even
right.
run my dogs. I can't even run my dogs at 5 in the morning. It's 100 degrees.
My dogs are running around the yard for a little bit, but 90% of the day they're just shaded up.
They run out, come back in the shade, and act like they
Yeah.
ran 14 miles.
Mm-hmm.
It's humid here. And I've noticed my dogs are, and that humidity. I walked up a hill this weekend, and I was like, God almighty. Something wrong with my heart, or like, it was just humid and it was hot. I mean, even cloudy. It's 80
Muggy.
degrees right now.
Yeah. That's when me and Casey first started on that set of corrals, it was, God dang, it was dirty muggy.
Oh, I bet. Welding don't help.
No.
No.
Yeah.
But people come up here for the weekend, and you know what? It's 78 right now. I'm dying and sweating, and they're like they're in heaven. It's only
Yeah.
it's only 103 in Wickenburg.
Screw that.
Yeah. Let me see.
I'm in Denver right now. It's only 83 here.
You guys didn't get shit for snow in Leadville at 10,000 feet. Like your rivers should be swole up right now, correct?
See, we didn't have no. Right now we would be like it would be going down by this time of the year usually. But I mean, the rafting companies they had to be hurting this year because there was never a high time in the river. Like it was bad.
He's working on it.
Yeah.
Cody King's photographer,
Yeah.
buddy. It's getting there. It's pretty close.
I don't think he's coming out till next year anyways. I think he said
Yeah,
27.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep.
Yeah. And everybody already told him give us a book because he's only printing like 2,000 copies or something
Yeah.
like that. Or
Something like that.
so.
I gotta get on that. Get one
Can you order
pre-ordered.
it now?
I
Can you
don't
order
know.
it
I don't know. I was talking to Scott when he was in Africa. He had some cool stories, but
Just make Cody pre-order at least 10, 15 of them for us.
right. I don't know how any of that stuff works. It took me 20 minutes to figure out how to message him on WhatsApp. So
I got that WhatsApp just so that you can send longer videos. I still don't know how to use it.
yeah, I talked to a couple of gauchos, little Argentina cowboys down in Argentina that run hounds. That looks fun down there.
What are they hunting down there
Mountain lion.
in Argentina?
Yeah,
They got quite a few.
they do all right. I mean, they don't have like, it's not like what we have up here where, guys have 10, 12, hounds in their backyard. They might have 2 hounds and 4 cow dogs, border collies, just shaggied up dogs.
Right.
At least those pack rats eat a fuel line. They get into the wiring harness. Bad news. You know why they eat the wiring harness?
I do. It's soybeans.
It's made out of freaking soy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? People are like, oh, bear grease, that's good. Your boots and your chaps and your saddles. It is. It's great. But when you start putting that bear grease all over that, everything likes to eat it. Dogs,
Yep.
cats, rats, mice. It don't matter. They'll chew on it.
Yep.
I have my tack room.
Do you add anything like? Can you add anything to it to deter the animals from going after it, like pine or something like that?
I don't know.
I
Chili powder.
20
Under the
pounds of rat poison in my tack room. Like there's so
Yeah.
much rat poison in my tack room. I buy this. It's like a corn cob. It looks kind of like, works real good on them. But mice will never die. They just keep moving back in. Like I've killed on my chicken coop. We used to take the Queensland healers and my Chihuahua, take a water hose, run it in that chicken coop, and we'd kill 30, 40, 50 mice. Look like those terriers on those rats, where they take those rats and those little terrier looking fucking dogs.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
that guy up in Utah that has the mink and the dogs out there getting the rats.
Yes. Yep. Uh-oh. Anybody hear about this? Silence for Stop Foundation versus ETF is crazy.
I've not
I'm
heard
bad
of that.
about keeping up.
I'm not very good with guns, so I don't
Probably a
ever
good
really
one.
pay attention to it.
Anyways, where's Jared at? Or Dustin? He's
I
still
don't know. I
working?
talked to him a couple hours ago.
I did too. Said he might jump on. Killing the big boys. I had this huge conversation with people, and I've read a lot of reports about killing the big stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's, should we be killing the biggest toms and boars? There's people who say, and this is where you got to be careful, because the Animal Act just can take it either way. Because what most houndsmen say, we only kill the big ones, but that could hurt a population just as bad as killing females.
That's
It
what they
depends on the
say.
level.
Well,
Now,
it's just
it depends on the level. This is the important part, is the level of the lion you're killing. And I was explained to it on 3 levels. You got your top tier, your second tier, your third tier. Your third tier is your dirty single wide, kingmen, like those crappy spots.
yeah.
If you kill a lion, if you kill the lead lion in a crappy spot, there's not many people who want that spot except for another crappy lion. Now, if you got a second tier lion and you kill that lion, the big lion in that second tier, now you got the single wide trying to get into that 3-bedroom house. And the 3-bedroom house lion's trying to get into that house.
Yeah.
Right? So it causes your disruption on your females. Because everybody thinks you kill a big tom, another one moves in and takes over. But man, then you got your third tier, the big old mansion on the hill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants that spot.
Well, a lot of it's just your location.
That's exactly why it makes it the third tier. I'm just using houses as example. So you got it's basically your habitat.
Well, not just habitat, but look where like Utah is.
Mm-hmm.
The whole state's surrounded by lion hunters. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And most houndsmen are only killing toms in Utah. I mean, yeah, you have guys neck snaring them and doing whatever and fapping them, whatever. They're killing everything. But everyone tries to kill that tomcat, right? Let
The big one,
go.
the big one in the good area.
Yeah. But I've talked to some guys and they just like, dude, there's no lions to come back and fill in those spots.
Right.
Because they're killing them all in that spot.
Yeah. Or even filtering through. Now you go to like where I was at in Nevada on the California border, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
You could kill a tom out of there, and another one's going to be in there within 3-4 months. There was one spot we killed 2 toms out of these 2 canyons right next to each other every winter. Every winter we knock 2 toms out of there. Then you let it sit and rest a little bit and go back to it.
What was the like? What was that? Was that was like pretty top tier habitat, a lot of deer kind of stuff, or was it?
No, it's Nevada. It's just wild horses. I
Mhm.
didn't have the good country for the deer and the
Huh.
elk, and
Are they killing those horses
yeah,
a lot?
I wouldn't say a lot. I mean, but
You're probably gonna have some cats that are specialists.
yeah, but you know, like in the springtime, you're dang sure right. I'd find some colt kills. Not a lot. Like it wouldn't be like, oh my god, there's a horse who followed it around for 2 days and there's a dead wild horse. It wasn't like that. But when they were dropping their foals, colts, whatever you want to call them, you know, yeah, they would knock one out. I have pictures of it. But yeah, they'd eat horses. Well, it's just like down here, you know. I still think a lion will walk over a deer to eat a foal.
Easier to catch, better tasting,
Kind
kind of like bighorn sheep.
know.
They love bighorn sheep. Why do they love bighorn sheep?
Well,
That's
sheep
what
are
they say.
stupid.
That's what they say. But we got a herd of bighorn sheep, and I found lions walking right through the herd and never found any of them killed.
I mean,
Like, they don't even do nothing with them where I'm at.
really. See, like, and where I hunted, it was just pretty much you'd have a couple mule deer in there, but I caught a lot more lions off bighorn sheep kills and horse kills than I ever did a mule deer kill. And I've never really hunted elk country, so
Yeah,
I have
for
zero
us,
experience with that.
Oh,
in my
they'll kill
area,
them.
we got so many elk. I think that's shit. We found one little ravine less than 50 yards. We found 3 elk a lion had killed and stashed within 2 days.
See, and with the desert bighorn sheep, I've found where they've actually stacked sheep on top of each other and buried them.
That's basically what these were. Like they were right there.
Yeah.
Do you
Like,
think it's one lion doing it or a couple?
oh yeah, no, it was one lion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one that I found those elk kills. It was a female. She's all by herself.
No, this one was a big old tomcat. I got a phone call about it, and we went in there the next day, and we caught him. But we went back. I crawled underneath after we caught him. I crawled underneath to check out that kill site. There was a ewe, a lamb, and a ram all stacked on top of each other underneath there. And there was 6 more kills around that guzzler. Older kills, you know, but from that summer.
So you think this is because he's the only lion in there? Like he is the dominant and no one's really challenging him yet?
No, I mean, that desert sheep country, it doesn't have a lot of lions in there. You know, it's nasty, ugly, rocky country with hardly any food source and hardly any water. It can't support a big population of lions.
Yeah. I love the bug deer hunters about this. Does a farmer kill his bull with best genetics? The thing is with that is it's a controlled environment, I'll say. You know, it'd be like calling your best hound, but it's a controlled environment. You don't have 5 bulls running around. And if you do put all those bulls in, I've seen some bulls die out of fights.
Yeah.
You know,
and
infection.
You ever found lions killed, fighting?
So
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
We had
not
a
technically fighting.
we
I
had a
found-
tom up here get killed. We were doing the Upper Arkansas study that they had going on, and a tom got killed. 2 weeks later, there was right in the same area. There was a female with 2 sub-adults that had been running with that tom a little bit. A new tom came in, killed the 2 sub-adults in the mom, killed all 3 of them.
Well, so when a lion gets killed out and you're in good habitat and you're top tier, you're in that big old mansion, and that line gets killed out. So you have everybody below wanting it. It's not just the shit ones going for the shit box. It's the crappy single wide want to come up for the mansion. The 3-bedroom want to come up for the mansion. But those they don't just kill a tom. They don't just come in and all of a sudden the females roll over. Those females get killed by those toms because they're not rolling over.
Yeah,
There's other toms getting killed by those toms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you kill if you kill a tom in a shitty area, I don't think you have as many deaths. I mean, there's been females found that have been killed by toms. So they come in and it's kind of like,
Dude,
you know,
lions are just, yeah, every one of them has their own personality.
mhm.
I mean,
They just watch house cats. They're all retarded and do different things.
oh yeah, but you know, you could catch that same lion, and every time it hears dogs, it'll go up a tree. That's just what it does.
Yeah.
And then you could catch another different lion 2-3 times. Next thing you know, he's running and he's fighting on the ground. He's treeing. He's jumping. They're all different. They all do different things.
See, I do think that you got to take toms out of every age group, and you don't want to just always take the big ones. The small ones have to be taken out.
So you don't have to pick a coin. You don't have to pick a side of a coin.
No.
You just have to realize how the population balance works. Because no one's gonna a deer hunter sitting in a stand ain't gonna say, nah, it's too small. No. Those guys, legal kill, right? It's a legal harvest. They're sitting in a deer stand and a bear or a lion comes by. So all they see is a bear or lion. You know what I mean? They don't care if it's a male or female. They'll whack it because that bear or that lion looks 400 pounds or 200 pounds because they've never seen one before.
Oh yeah,
I mean, we have the advantage of being selective is all.
Yeah, 130, 140 pound tom, shit. Let people shoot those all day. I don't care.
But who's going to turn down a 130-pound tom? Or
Exactly.
Who's going to turn down a big tom?
That's a giant down here.
Yeah,
See, that's like
desert.
2-year-old. Our 2-year-old toms are pushing. This year we killed one, and he was 138 pounds, 2 years old.
Good Lord, yeah, we don't get we killed a 6-year-old tom this year for a guy, and it might have broke 120 pounds. Might have.
We killed a nice 125-pound, and it was a 2-year-old, and it had took down a decent-sized spike elk.
Yeah, but that's up in that high country.
And he was a gorgeous 125. That I had a guy send me a picture one time, and he said, "Check out this 175-pound tom." I said, "No, that's not a 175-pound tom." No, I know the guy. I'm telling you, that tom's 156 pounds, 156 and a quarter pounds. He said, "I know the guy who shot it and did it." Well, the guy who shot it is one of my good buddies, and he weighed it. He sent me that lion, and he told me exactly how much they weighed. It was 154 pounds and a quarter. Like it was, and that guy, it's how bad it got because when you do see a 150-pound tom, it looks like a 200-pound tom.
Oh heck yeah!
Well,
you know the difference.
And it was a big tom.
toms.
I'm not gonna lie. You could say it was 160, 170-pound tom. People would have believed it. But we killed a 125-pound tom, and it was probably full, but he wasn't even skinned out yet. No, he was. He was not skinned out. He was gutted. He was a nice 2-year-old tom, and I know where it came off of. I know where it came out of. That I know the female that had those 2 years before that. Beautiful tom. But it was in a tree. It was a fluke. It snowed in May. Or it was I think it was May. It was May like 20th or something. We have a 17th. It was a fluke snow. We had an inch. By the time we got to the tree, it was melted off. And we had puppies. We were out rig training. We were rig training. because if they rigged, we could see the tracks and want to know what they were rigging on, and then
Yeah.
we just cut a frozen out lion track, and we followed it out, and that lion actually was laying on that kill. My buddy walked in, I went around, then I went back around to get some dogs, and that lion crossed behind me. You
Oh
see
shoot.
where it was laying. It was a beautiful practice for pups. I mean,
Hmm.
the only thing they couldn't do is locate it. They were running around. There was a 50-foot area of tracks, but it took us like 10 minutes to find that lion in a tree. He was way up there. I mean, he was way up there, and he was laying right in a good old flat branch. But I'm not going to say he's too big. I'm not going to kill it. Just like
No.
your spot and stock hunters aren't going to not shoot something because it's too big, or when a deer hunter or a quail hunter or a javelina hunter comes across the line, well, just like that lion down there that you got for the Texans. If
Oh
if
yeah.
a javelina hunter would have seen that,
Dead.
he would, yeah, you know,
I mean, that was a little lion, but they were happy and shoot, they
Oh,
come
yeah.
back every year.
it was a legal lion.
Yeah,
It was a
he was
legal lion.
little.
Would I shoot
He
it?
was.
No, but
Yeah,
I
he
have
was
the
an 80.
opportunity
He
to
was
go back out.
no, he was an 80-pound 2-year-old Tom,
Mm-hmm.
just a desert cat.
Yep. And that cat probably be lucky to make 100 pounds.
Oh, he wasn't even. He was
No.
under 200 or 100 under 100. He's probably 80 pounds, 70-pound Tom.
I'm just saying, I don't think he would have pulled 100 pounds even if he stayed there another 2 years.
No,
What's the biggest Tom you guys have seen in Arizona?
the biggest one I've been a part of was I'm guessing the weight was around 155 pounds on the border, and its skull went 14 and a half.
I seen 104, the 154 pound one. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
150 pound cat's a big damn cat.
Oh yeah.
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 You know, and we killed in July. This was in Nevada in the summer. We killed a Tom, and it weighed 130 pounds gutted. So that line was probably around 150, and that was in July.
What do you think about like the big Toms or dominant Toms in an area sharing kills with females and stuff? How often do you see that?
Not really.
We see that up here really often.
No, it depends at what time of year you're seeing it. February
Oh,
and in January.
wintertime, just from December on. We had a female in my valley, and like she ran that whole valley. She'd take her kittens in on a kill with other cats there. Like when I was working for the division, we had pictures of 5 lions at one lion kill. And it was a female with her 3 subadults and this Tom eating all together.
Cats do weird things. I don't know. I mean,
Well,
I don't have an answer for anything.
They also say cats won't scavenge, be sad, but
Yeah.
that's not true either.
Well,
They'll
bobcats
they're
are like the
hungry
biggest
enough.
scavengers.
They'll eat off a kill.
But I went to a calf kill, and there was a dead yearling there when I got there. 8 on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if the mama killed the calf or what. We caught a Tom off of it, but there's a dead yearling there with the shoulder ate out.
Bears are bad about it. I know this because my uncle shot a bear down in 27, hauled it out, went to get the rest of it, and shot another bear off of that bear that was eating that bear.
Yeah.
And they shot that bear and came back and ran another bear off. But how about that cat in that picture up north? I think that was like a real 200-pound cat.
Which I don't know what picture he's talking about.
I think it's up here on the res. Guy, I think he was calling it in.
Right.
It was a big old cat.
I got a buddy he's a Navajo. He's down there all the time. He's always sending me pictures of big Tom tracks on the res down there.
Let me see. Let me see if I can find him. Gotta be patient. Images. I think this is. I think this is the guy right here. Let me see if I can pull it up.
What about bears? What's the biggest bear you've seen down there?
The biggest I've killed was 300. I don't have all the. Oh man, I'm not signed into my Facebook. I was just seeing. And it's kind of a crazy story. We were coming in, trying to see. There it is. Let me see if I can. It's on Facebook. It's not letting me. Oh, there we go. I think this is the one he's talking about.
Everyone's seen it. Came off the Navajo.
Yeah. Let me piss everybody off and take forever to share my screen.
Yeah, would you hurry up, Chris? Fuck.
Yeah, I know. Let me try this. It's probably going to mess up.
But
Can you see it? Did it work?
Oh, yeah, I seen that picture. Okay. That looks like a fucking monster.
I think this was a true 200-pound cat when they measured it. I believe.
I wouldn't doubt it. And I mean, I don't know where on the res he got it, but
It's up north on the Navajo somewhere, I believe.
I got by Utah and stuff. My buddy was in there deer hunting last year, and he was sending me every day pictures of big tom tracks in there. But it's all on the res.
Well, yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
where Calvin. Where has Calvin been?
I don't know.
He's out there still trying to top treeing a bear and a lion in the same tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I hit him up the other day, but he seeing if he was going to the rendezvous this year. But
Yeah, I need to get hold of him. I'm still.
he told me he couldn't make it. I don't know if it's true or not, but
Depends on what he has going on. They'll make it one year and they won't make it the next. I know Otis Llewellyn is saying he might not go. I was hoping he would go. And then
He's a character.
yeah,
I still got to get a hold of him about the breeding I got last year.
Calvin has been traveling.
Well, look, where's Benny? Because he's probably working.
he's
or what?
working.
He's sitting in front of his food truck right now. He got on last week in front of it.
He'd already be sold out if he just buy some damn Colorado green chilies.
Good Lord.
He's gonna get on now. So you were talking about the lions. They travel so far. So when Daddy's not home, and he's not home for weeks, you're telling me another lion don't come in and try to steal his
Oh yeah.
women?
Well,
There's ways to figure that out.
have they done any studies down there in Arizona, like collaring cats and seeing their?
Oh yeah.
They're still doing
Did they
it
ever
right now.
release any of that stuff?
Nah, it's a brand new study.
Oh, it's a brand new study.
Which
Yeah,
one?
they're still doing some of it right now.
Which one?
Collaring the lions in Arizona.
Oh yeah. Well, they've been doing it a while. There's quite a few collared.
Yeah, but it just started 5 years ago.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
He hasn't
no.
released like any of
Yeah.
the shit that they put out.
He's actually still collaring, I think.
That's-
No, he is, and I can't really get into it on here, but it's tough to release information
it is.
because and a lot of people don't like. I just had a hour's conversation yesterday with people about this because I was asking about the pursuit after the season closes and trying to get it pushed for this year because it's not a rule and blah blah blah. But you'd be surprised what Arizona Game and Fish have to go through and what they can say and what they can't say. So when you hear all these people kind of talking shit about the Arizona Game and Fish, is they don't know the lawsuits or the phone calls or what they have to do to not get sued, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
But same in Colorado. I'm like,
It's pretty much everywhere in the West.
No,
know
it is. I'm speaking for Arizona Game and Fish because I've heard some of
hippies love nature, you know.
well, no, they don't love nature. They love to cause trouble before they love the nature, and they
Yes.
have, you know what I mean. They do believe in it, right? They believe in
They-
what they believe in.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
love nature. They're just disconnected from it.
But they're not conservationists. They're
No.
far
No.
from conservationists. They call
They
themselves.
think they believe in a utopia, and a utopia is just unachievable.
Yeah.
Casey said over 5 years isn't new. You lying son of a bitch, Jared. I mean, that's pretty new.
Yeah, but it depends on how
He
long
just
this
started. He hasn't collared, like he started in northern Arizona, if I remember right, and I think he just got down in my country last year. I heard some guys ran into him down by me.
Yeah.
But I don't know a whole lot about it.
There are several tracking studies with release data. Well, let's break the release data down.
Well, you gotta
They're going to
remember,
release
so
data.
They
that
did a
can be
study
released.
in Nevada that was a complete joke.
What
They
was
said-
what was the problem with it?
They said that all these lions that were coming through Nevada were coming out of Death Valley area and transitioning through Western Nevada where I'm at, and then holding up in Eastern Nevada.
Yeah.
No. If you're a lion hunter, you've caught the same lions handfuls of times in the same mountain range. It's not, they didn't travel from Southern California to Northern Nevada and then go all the way to Ely and just be like, well, it's home now because this is it.
Well, look at that lion. They did that lion. They followed that female lion out of New Mexico, went all the way up to Colorado somewhere. It's like a 1,000-mile trip. Came right
all
back
lions are
down.
different. Just like the
Exactly
lion in South
right.
Dakota that got hit by a car in New Hampshire. Does that mean they traveled New Hampshire every winter?
What about this? We had a Wolverine from up where I live. It was collared and everything. Disappear, show up 4 months later in North Dakota and killing some dude's chickens.
Wild.
It had to have
Well, what
popped
about-
a ride on a semi or something. You know?
Who was it? Bart the bear? They couldn't even figure out how he got. They think he stowed away on a grain barge or something, and then got across the river and made it thousands of miles. Wasn't it some outrageous? Do you remember that bear?
I have no clue about that.
It was. I think it was kind of easty, but I have to look it up. But it was like, and then he finally, I think, got hit on the freeway somewhere. But he traveled a ridiculous. Look at the elk that ended up in Gila Bend, Arizona. Like, he was retarded. Why would you?
Animals traveled just like the jaguars. Oh my God, we have a population. No, we don't.
Ugh.
We have young toms that
Traveling
come up,
something, yeah.
hit the southern border, check it out, say it's too hot, too dry. This isn't our habitat, and then they go back into Mexico.
Or they get beat up by a male, and then they run away and hide, and they go back and try to do it again. I know the jaguar thing is crazy. It's stupid. And then I see a story that is like breeding pair of jaguar in Arizona. I'm like, no, there's not.
No, but the jaguar population has grown by like 34% in the country of Mexico.
Yeah, so
Isn't
you're
it?
gonna
Wait,
get overflow.
Belize
getting a
has
little bit of
60,000 jaguars. If I'm not Belize, I think it's Belize has 60,000 jaguars.
Maybe. I mean, that's freaking crazy. I couldn't imagine 60,000 in that little country because Western U.S. has what, 24,000, 40-some thousand?
Jaguars?
No,
Yeah,
mountain lions.
yeah,
No,
jaguar.
I'm talking. Oh, you're talking comparing the.
Yeah, comparing
Yeah.
region size. Like Western U.S. has roughly, let's see, you have Montana, Wyoming, Colorado,
Brazil.
Washington, Oregon,
Mexico.
California. So there's probably 40,000 lions in the U.S. in the West.
Yeah.
It's wrong. Hold. I think it's
So
Brazil.
60,000 lions in Belize, in that little country that's like the size of Texas. That's got to be almost like having a mule deer.
It's Brazil.
Brazil.
50?
Yeah.
Brazil's home to an estimated 50 to 86,000 jaguars.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Why aren't they killing them over there?
Dude.
Maybe they are. They're just smart enough not to say anything.
Well, they are. You guys follow that Azul hounds? It means blue tick hound in Spanish. Azul.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He's doing jaguar studies, and yeah, like he's going to these little ranches, and they got hides hanging in the barns and in the house, and skulls and all sorts. It's just everyday life because they live out. Those ranches are out in BFE. No one ever goes and checks on them, So when they have a jaguar killing cows, they just shoot it and skin it and tan the hide.
Yeah.
They don't know any better.
Well, it's their livelihood that it's being attacked.
Why don't California lions stay in Nevada? Because here's the thing too. Why travel all that way to stay for some? What animals got to do? Eat and breed. Eat and breed, and half your animals will not eat to breed.
Well, all right. We've all been 20 years old and gone to a house party. Did you stay at that house party if girls weren't there?
Exactly right. Exactly right. No matter how good the food is.
Yeah. Guys don't go to parties unless girls show up. It's the same thing everywhere.
I don't think we're saying that there's no studies in Arizona.
Just what they release, they only release a fragment, and it makes sense why. Because if they released all the maps and showed where these lions always are, you're going to have these people that come in. I had a buddy. When he'd show up in a new area, first thing he'd do is go to DOW, and he'd get where the lions the previous 5 years were killed and what drainage is, and that's where he'd go hit.
And what were these studies? Were these collared lions? Were there? Last I heard, we had 64 collared lions. That was years ago. I don't know how many we have now. So how many lions were collared to do these studies? 3, 10, any? And how much of that information can be released, right? To where you don't disrupt, you don't anger the other side.
Well, and they don't even know what the mountain lion population is.
No. They don't know what the bear lion. They don't know what the deer. They just have a model they go by. They guesstimate. They literally guesstimate what it is.
Like Dustin, where he lives, they added 7 or 8 lions to his unit, and they took like 9 or 10 lions off my quota this year.
Well, I don't look at the internet.
And I don't get why, because we never had a problem finding a track.
Well, then part of it is the biologists doing it out. They're not out there actually doing what they need to do.
Well, Arizona uses a computer for quota systems. They don't even use a biologist. It's ridiculous.
But in Colorado, first, we don't even listen to our biologists. We just go off of how all them freaking Nancys in the commission feel.
When was this Nicholson guy? When did he do his stuff? Do you know him? I don't know him.
I don't know him either.
I've heard of his stuff, but I don't know.
I honestly don't like. Maybe I don't care enough to worry about it. I'm going off of what's happening present and the numbers of today. On the studies of today.
I don't know who Nicholson is.
I've
never even heard of a Nicholson with dogs.
Is this published in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, last year, Brian? Ryan, he's smart. He reads. I'm
Was he
retarded.
a biologist or was he a houndsman?
There's only a Nichols study. Oh, he's written a lot of whatever. I just want to. I don't. And maybe I'll look into it. I'll start reading it. Nichols.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
I'm
has.
all-
It's obviously, he has a lot of shit. Mountain lions. So, mountain lions, Flagstaff, upland. Here's another thing too. The mountain lions on the Kaibab are totally different than the mountain lions down in Patagonia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you
Oh,
do
yeah.
these studies, I think he's still
Well, their
doing.
food source is different. The population of their food source is different.
And what's his name? What's his first? Like, who is he?
Come
Nichols what?
backwards.
Something Nichols. I'll write it down because I'm stupid.
But I don't know. It's pretty cool what little bit of studies I got to see from Colorado. Like they're on the front range. It's interesting to see how those lions learned to come down into the city during the night and then go back up into the mountains during the day. And there was 99% of the lions in their study were killing domestic animals. Like
Good
they would
Lord.
find them regularly with cats, eating cats and dogs. We are working on. See, in our study that I was part of in the Upper Arkansas Valley, we pretty much consistently had 25 cats collared. Oh, this motherfucker.
Chris, I can't hear you. Is it me?
No, I think it was the phone thing again.
Oh no, it's Chris.
It's Chris.
No one can hear Chris.
Yeah, can't hear you, Chris. No idea what he's saying.
No, he's just in his own world. Chris, log out. Come back. There he goes.
Yeah. I thought it was
Let's
mine.
see,
So
you
I
got to
logged
be
in.
cautious of today's studies because you have scientists with a bias. Entire mission is to prove that lions don't eat, which is true. They just did a
Oh,
deal.
no.
You there, Chris? I can't
Nope.
hear you.
Now I can't hear no one.
What kind of place are you running here, Chris?
Oh. Are
Are
there
we
now?
good? I can hear Raffle Guy.
I can hear Jared. Nope.
Nope.
Technical difficulties.
Yep.
I have to get better and come back next week.
Yep. Chris, figure this out.
Yeah. You've been
been
doing
2
it
years.
for how long now? What the heck?
Yeah, it's been 2 years now.
Can you hear me now?
Come on.
Oh, yeah, there you are.
Yeah.
It's because Robert logged out, and you're on phones. For some reason, when someone logs out on a phone, it will kick off another phone's mute. So you have to log out and come back. It's I don't know why it does it.
Yeah, mine went mute. Like I couldn't hear none of you guys, so I figured it was just what it does.
Sometimes when someone logs out on a phone, it shuts off this. I don't know why it does it.
Huh.
Anyways, we're back. This guy, where was he at? And he's right. He said we have to be careful right here. We have to be cautious of today's studies because I talk to Panthera people.
Well, remember that one study you showed me that was part of Arizona?
Which one was that from Panthera?
Mm.
Or was that from?
They had that weird biologist from Maine, and then they had that lion hunter from northern Arizona on it. And
Oh, the tall, skinny guy. I think he was from Oklahoma.
no, he was from Maine. He was somewhere back where it's all timbered up and green. Remember they made a documentary about it?
Oh, so with Shorty Gorham and everybody.
I wasn't going to bring names into it, but yeah.
Oh, I'm going to bring names in it because it's weird how they process that video. Because we've all talked to Shorty Gorham, we all talked to Larry Johnson, and it really made them look like they were almost against line hunting, in my opinion. I haven't talked to Shorty Gorham or about none of that, and I haven't even talked to. I was going to talk to Larry Johnson.
I saw him the other day in Show Loaf driving by me in that stock
Yeah.
truck.
And
I want that pickup. So,
which one is it?
That Ford F450 with the stock rack in it, the jump rack.
I gave my stock rack to a friend of mine that I had.
Mm-hmm.
Someone scrapped it at my yard, and he helped me geld a couple horses. So I said, just take that stock rack, and he did. He took that stock rack. Not hard to build, but I did the video, and the video was like it like processed in 22 or something, but it just came out when I looked at it. But that other guy, Ron Johnson,
I can't remember his name. I got
think
mad watching it.
No, I don't know if so. They didn't put that together. It was that other dude that put it together, and it didn't look. It didn't look good.
No, I didn't finish watching it. I got upset, and I like to be happy, so I just shut it off.
I watch it all the way through just to see if there's any kind of ending. But I'm gonna tell you what, it didn't make Shorty Gorham look very good on it, to me. And I asked people. A lot of people said the same thing. It didn't make Larry Johnson look too good on it. And Ron Thompson. I mean, this is just you hear things is all I can say.
Yeah.
What was that? I guess I missed that.
There was a video that circulated, like a documentary on.
Yeah, it was like 45 minutes long or something like that.
On lions and Shorty Gorham and listen, Larry Johnson. I think he's government guy, right? U.S. USDA or
something, or he's on the reservation or something. I don't know.
I think he's USDA. I don't know. I don't want to say because I don't know. But I don't know, man. It to me it was kind of shoddy, like the way they put it together, and I don't know if they're happy with it. I'm gonna have to call Larry and ask him if he's happy with it.
Is it on YouTube or was it on like?
No, it's on YouTube. I'd have to look.
I'll have to look and see.
I'll send it to you.
I already know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'll send it to you. I sent it to Jared. I sent it to everybody and just wanted to know if I was the only one that thought it was a little bit biased.
weird. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it wasn't hardcore left or right? It was just weird. It was a weird put together video.
Yeah.
Kind of like seeing a real pretty girl, but you don't know if it's a man.
You're right. Yeah.
It's like, is that a pretty guy or an ugly girl? You know. So,
Not a Sheila.
but then you.
Right. There's a Sheila.
So how different is lions and bears on territory?
I'm not bear hunter. I don't know.
I think bears cover way more ground, like overall throughout the year.
They eat everything though. They're not looking for a deer or something to kill.
No.
I mean, they're just.
They're grazers.
Man, I hate getting into a feed field, like when they just go around all the trees and the dogs are like climbing trees, smelling them because they climb those trees and break those branches and all the way from the oaks to the junipers.
Yeah, see, we don't have that in, like, I don't know, our bears in Colorado. We don't get to use the dog, so we don't get to see all of that stuff, really.
You guys can't use dogs on bears in Colorado?
No.
How long's that been?
98.
93 or 94, I think. It was early 90s.
Well, you definitely ain't getting them back
90s.
anytime soon with your governor.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. You see his nice get-up that he had the other day? He dressed like a real cowboy, I guess. You have to look at it.
Yeah, don't say real cowboy out of Jerry right now. He's PTSD.
Right?
Because it ain't boots and spurs and good old pickup truck and a big old cowboy hat with his fringy chaps. Brokeback Mountain.
But
you run the lions and
I've bear hunted a little bit, but I've seen big boars and tried to, go, you go back a week or two later or whatever and be like, all right, he might be in here, and you just never find him again, and I don't know.
The lions, I mean, they say they travel. They say that Jared is a closet bear hunter. He just come out in public. He hadn't come out in public. Hey, Dustin, don't worry. Dustin will get him to come out this fall.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Gosh darn it. Dustin wants to go hunt bears all of the first bear season in Arizona. And he's like, you gonna come? And I'm like, dude, I don't want to see a ponderosa. I just want to see mesquites and cedars and oaks. I do not. I want to go away from the ponderosas.
You'll take the heat just to stay in the desert.
Yeah, I was just like, dude, I don't want to go in there. Mm-hmm. I was like, I don't want to see tall trees. I don't want to see brushed up country. I just want to see open country and hopefully find a lion track. And he's like, we got hunters in October. I'm like, I know. The last week of September we can go scout for bear. I don't want to do it right now.
The last minute. I'm gonna show up the last minute.
Yep.
Shit, our bears are so kind of timid around here. Just driving around in the neighborhood every night, you could tree probably 2 or 3 bears just driving in the pickup.
Good Lord.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, it's like we have a golf club here, and I get ring pictures. I don't even need cameras out because I get ring pictures. So what happens then if someone has a Ring doorbell and they send you a picture of a bear and you go kill it? Does that guy get in trouble for assisting? I don't know either.
They have to prove. Are you guys allowed to use drones while you're hunting down there?
I don't think so. Not until the animal's dead.
No thermal. I don't even think you can use thermal if it's dead, can you?
I don't know about Arizona, but Nevada, we had questions about it in Nevada, and we could fly the drone after the animal was dead.
Yeah, to like find it and stuff.
Yeah, they consider it an aircraft.
Right. That's like that Kendall Gray, that YouTuber. He uses a drone with the heat to find the fucking deer and stuff that he kills. That looks handy as hell.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about that, and this is what turns hunters against each other is you have the deer hunters using the thermal and the drones, and then turning around saying we're unfair chase.
Yeah.
That's where the fight starts right there.
I don't know. Well, it's illegal in Arizona to use thermals, ain't it?
Yeah, you can't use thermals at all. I don't know about after it's dead, but It's not like
Border Patrol seems to
it's
use
kind of like
hunting.
spotlighting. You can go out and spotlight all you want, but you really can't have a means to take an animal.
Yeah.
So when I spotlight, I throw all my guns out. I don't even have a
You want
knife.
Russian cream or Irish cream?
I don't need it right
Oh,
now.
little. Is he
Okay,
drinking little
am I,
flavored
like,
coffee?
totally stupid, or is gas in Leadville that much cheaper?
You better
But-
That's
mute
what I
it.
was wondering. Like,
Um,
'cause I thought it was 360 in Leadville.
I'm gonna mute him anyways. He's loud.
Yes.
So,
but I know Border Patrol, they find the heck out of deer.
oh, I guarantee,
everything else.
man, you need a best buddy, Border Patrol. So all he has to do is drop you a pin.
Right?
Exactly right. So, a pin that says, "Hey, I think I found one of your dogs right here."
I give them a hard time. Because, you'll see those guys driving roads looking for illegals walking across the road.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, hey, did you find my lion track yet? And they're like, no. And I was like, well, I haven't seen any illegal tracks then either.
I was showing when we went down there, Cody Land. That's what I used to do. Me and my dad used to teach. We would have Border Patrol come up,
Mm-hmm.
and we would teach them how to track, man track, and then like the sheriff's office and stuff. We were down there, and because you've found them, you've seen them all over the place. I think I picked up a set, the carpet shoes,
Yeah. Sneaky feet.
And it don't matter because if you know how to track, you're gonna find them. And I seen them, and I said, "Hey, check this out." And I got out and I showed her. I said, "You see this?" So I pulled back to where you can see when the sun hits it. I said, "You see that shiny spot?" Yeah. I said, "Go look at that track," and it's just a flat track. It's like a bear track. You can see a bear track a mile away if it hits the sun just right.
Yep.
Lion too, like that little shiny. And then they try to hide with those. And now, in the old days, they just taped carpet to their shoes. But I was finding like sewn carpet shoes.
Yeah, with like the camel on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy. So you gotta buddy up. You gotta find a Border Patrol agent that wants to kill a lion.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Dude, they got them sonar trucks right now.
Oh, I haven't seen them.
And oh dude, they like the whole window's blacked out and it's got this giant ball thing with a giant lens on it, and they just sit there and play video games with that deal, and it's all blacked out cab.
Until it beeps.
Yeah. I don't know. No, I didn't win my Spurs. I'm still not a cowboy.
So I know you can't fly a plane even in the
Yeah.
if you have a
Well,
tag.
that one guy got hammered.
The A3 people
Once
with
again,
the helicopter.
I ain't saying nothing about
I'll
it.
say names because here's what happens with those, and I don't. When you get too big, you have to do things to pay your guys, and that's the problem with guides that are big, right?
Well,
And I don't mind busting them out because they knew what was going on.
yeah.
And the guy who did it got in trouble for it, and they tried to pass a thing. And I don't know if there was anybody that was buddies on that commission, but they tried to pass a thing that the outfitter, right? The main person was responsible for those guys, especially when you have text and you know what's going on.
Yeah.
So I think there should have been some repercussions on the owner of the company. I really do.
And it's hard to say. It's just like when guys claim their 100% success rate. You can't tell me that Dale Lee didn't have a bad week in the woods.
Yeah, how many weeks did he go without catching something?
Yeah.
And there was no rules then.
No.
There was no rules in.
And it's ego. And when you say 100% success rate, you're asking for trouble. It's still hunting at the end of the day.
And here's another problem with a lot of these younger guides that are just kind of loner guides. You start posting a lot of pictures,
Mm-hmm.
and you're a new guy, and people know that whether you're lucky or not, you're catching a lot of stuff and you're posting it everywhere. You're going to get on the radar. You're going to get on the radar.
Yep.
That's why I think Bone Paw asked me last week, where's all your stories and all your, I'm like, I'm not telling them here. There's a few I'm telling, like Ryan says, if you go on the highway south of Maricopa, you find hundreds of those shoes in the ditch lawn. I grew up in Maricopa. I grew up in those hills on the south of I-8. And I had, when I moved from Maricopa and I sold my place, and I had 180 bikes that I picked up out there. You would find 10, 15. It only took them 24 hours to ride from Mexico to I-8.
Huh.
And it's all reservation. And
Yeah.
they take the gas line. I'm not saying I did anything, and I'm not saying I knew anybody who did this. But if you went on the reservation on the gas line, 90% of the vehicles that were there had titles in their glove box. And I'm talking Cummins, four-wheel drives, Jeeps. They buy them, don't put them in their name. So that way when they run, right, my dad sold a Ford Ranger, got caught in Gila Bend, they ran, and they called and said, hey, we got your truck still in your name. So he went and picked it up and sold it again.
Yep.
So, I found vehicles in the desert that you would just go start up. The problem is, if you got pulled over with them or caught with them, they always, dude, you could tell it just reeked like weed. I mean, it reeked like weed.
Yep.
But, I mean, and it used to be, we'd go camp out there. Now it's kind of crazy because I've had a lot of friends get shot at, and because we used to go out there and steal all their gas and stuff because they leave stockpiles of gas.
Mm-hmm.
So we go out there and fill up all of our trucks and take all their gas cans. And there's lions there, but not very many. Not very many at
It's
all.
hard country.
It's very hard. I even told Brian Jansen, the biologist that runs dogs every day, and he says, nope, not going down there. So
It's just hard country.
one guy was collecting those backpacks. I was selling those bikes. I would spray paint them, put tubes in them, and sell them for $20 to the field workers.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. And there was Cannondales. There was bikes that were $2,000. And there was an old lady that would pick up those bikes and run 50, 60 of them back to Mexico and sell them again. So some of them bikes have been across
2-3 different times.
Yep. Yep. But, if you kill a lion down there, there's probably not going to be another male come in for a while.
Yeah.
I've never found where she cubs. I caught the female on the north side of I-8.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never, ever found, where she cubs. I've never found any cub tracks ever out there. And I've been all over that area. So unless she's going on the res, and I'd imagine she'd be up in the wilderness on either Maricopa There used to be a lot of lions in Maricopa Wilderness.
Okay.
And you could go to a water, and you'd always catch lion tracks there. That was before I got into dog. This was way early 90s. I think he's gone. He's gonna have to sign back in. But I grew up in that dirty, nasty, dusty, dry area, full of cholla. I mean, there's cholla everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah. So, but I tell you, down where you hunt Patagonia, that's way better. I mean, at least you got some. Is it green down there?
Dude, I haven't been down to check. I know around the mountain range, around the house, it's dry. We haven't gotten a lot of moisture yet.
So really? Tucson usually gets hammered.
Yeah, we haven't gotten a whole lot down by me, at least on the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
We're not where Casey's at. It grass is 3-4 inches tall.
Yeah.
out here it's still sand and nothing.
I wonder about way down over there over where we hunted.
I don't know. I haven't called. I got a buddy that he's real big into quail hunting, and so he drives around and checks everywhere he hunts during monsoon season. I haven't talked to him yet, but I'll give him a call one of these days and see how it is over there.
Are you staying down there till September or October-ish?
We'll see. I don't know. Probably not.
You missed those tall pines, man.
No, I'm gonna go hunt up north a little bit, but I'm gonna stay in the cedars.
Yeah. You haven't hunted 27 yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
I know where there's.
I
know where there's 2 lions.
I snow hunted 27 5 years ago.
Yeah.
With a buddy that used to live in Morenci there, and he wanted to go, and we went. We just went for the day. He had just had one day off of work. We found a lion track, but it ran down. They have that windy highway there.
Mm-hmm. 191.
We trailed to that highway, and I couldn't find where he left the road. Crossed the road. He must have went down the road somewhere. Because we trailed to that highway, and then that was it.
That's big country down there.
It is big country.
Mm-hmm. There used to be an area there where you had a 10 bag limit for lion before they took it away. It was over at Pipestem, and that's why I shot my first lion.
Oh wow!
I literally just got in the dogs and didn't have them down there. It was a deer hunt, and kind of a sad story because I shot. We were deer hunting. My dad shot, and me and my son. I think my son was barely 14. Legend. We went over there. He says there's a lion over there under the dead pine, and I had my 6mm with a big scope on it, and he just had his 308 open sight, and it was like 300-yard shot. And I looked in my scope, and I said, I don't see it. He goes, no, the pine below it. And I guess maybe he said, tell me where I hit. I think he hit my scope, and I shot it. And he's never let me. He's
live it down.
Yeah, never. He's always. And I've got him bear and stuff. I just haven't got him a line yet. But yeah, I kind of whacked it out from under him. So,
it's all right. He had open sights.
Yeah, he should have put a scope on it. 1951 short Mauser. Yep. So, but they used to have a limit, and that's where they had the wolves. They have a wolf pen down there back in '90 when they started doing it.
Yeah,
and they would feed them there. But that thing is
that country's covered up with wolves.
The thing with the gray wolves, they're not
the
super
Mexicans.
bad. They're not.
Yeah,
yeah.
There hasn't been
Thank
a
God.
documented case. Right.
Thank God they're not idiots.
Yeah.
I've seen them here. I've ran over here in 3B and Unit 1, and I've seen them, and I've never had a problem with them. And you don't hear you hear the horror stories up north.
Yeah.
But those are different.
But not down here.
Yeah. I mean, it's all it is a big coyote. I've shot coyotes that big down in Sandfield, Arizona. I thought it was someone's German Shepherd, to be honest. It was huge. But no, you get into 27, and I think you'll like 27. It's big country, though. There's no roads there. It's not like Patagonia or 36C or A or B. There's road that goes down to it, and some offshoot roads, the 58 road, the 514, I believe.
But you get into that wilderness, and that wilderness is big. Especially you get on the east side of the highway there.
Mm-hmm.
The east side of that highway's
gnarly. Yeah, that's where we usually hunt, and I hunt the Blue Road. And there's a road that I camp at, And off the back, so it's kind of an offshoot road off of this one. Even it's like a little tiny. If you don't know it's there, you miss it. And I go camp off there, and it's right off a big canyon. And we would take our horses and we'd drop down that big canyon. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I found an old mule trail, old cabin down there, and there's no road down there. And then my horse, man, he gave out on me. We were coming back around, and he said, no, I had to walk him a little way to loosen him back up. But, man, it's really neat country. Really neat country. We should be down there right now in the side-by-sides just checking it out. That's what side-by-sides are absolutely good for, and that's scouting.
Yes.
And I can take you to another road with the lookout, and I'll show you where the bighorn sheep are. But, man, you've been getting mules or horses down in there.
Gnarly.
Man, I'm not really afraid to. Have you talked to Rowdy at all? I text him a link.
I talk to him every now and then. We haven't really talked about his work. We just were going back and forth about that new pass fire that mountain range me and him both hunted.
Got plenty of bear though. There's a lot of bear down there. He said, Wolf pinned down a Rose Peak. I don't know none of the names of that shit. I just know it's on that Sheep's Crossing or Sheep's Saddle, whatever it is. It's below Rattlesnake. But there's so many bear there. You could kill a bear, hike it out. My uncle did. Took half of it out, went back to get it, and shot another bear. His son shot another bear off of that kill.
Yeah.
They hiked that one out, came back to get the rest of that one, and there was a third bear on that kill within that hour. There used to be a lot of bears. And I remember he brought a bear. He shot a sow down there. And I'm going to tell you what, we weighed the head and the cape, like the skin, and it was 100 pounds. Bear. We're not really into the measuring and stuff, but I'm going to tell you that head, it was ridiculous. It was the biggest head bear I've ever seen, and it was a sow.
I believe it.
I mean, but if you get down in there, you're going to get some big stuff. That's what the big elk, the big deer.
Yeah, and you got the reservation right along there yeah.
But you better have your sleeping bag with you if you're hiking after those dogs. I'm telling you, that's dirty country. Dirty country. And if you're rigging
on the hill.
And I knew people who hunt down there. He had died, and he just put them beep beep collars on, and he'd dogs get off the chain at midnight, and you go find them in the morning and have a bear.
Yep. Good Lord.
That's how you just catch a bear. I don't hunt my dogs down there because, but it's great country. I would rather go down there on my mule and hunt bear without dogs.
Yeah.
Because, bears.
Run
across one
miles.
and shoot it. Yeah, man, they'll fly. Jared, have you ever ran cat around the Amato Elephant Head area? Isn't that down there by Casey? Where's that at?
No, that's down by me.
What's that one by Casey they call? There's
Jerky Butte. Yeah. There's actually, gosh darn it, he's a lion hunter. He used to run with Warner Glenn. He lives down the road from Elephant Head. Forgot his name. Jack Childs? Is that his name? I can't remember. My buddy that ran dogs for a lot of years. He kept telling me I needed to go over there and talk to him. I can't remember that guy's name though all of a sudden, but he hunted with Warner and stuff like that back in the day.
So you've hunted Nevada, and you always talk about that canyon where you killed like 11 isn't that the canyon you killed like 11 out of there while you're there? It just you could go back there and find another one.
That wasn't a canyon. That was a mountain range, but
Mm-hmm.
there was one canyon. Yeah, you could kill darn sure knock 2 toms out of it easy. You know,
And then you could go back and get more.
go back and get, let it sit for a month or two and come back, and you could darn sure find another tom scratch in there.
Have you found any other areas in Arizona like that down by you?
Oh yeah, like we killed this a couple years ago. We killed a giant tom, that 155-pound tom, and he was 7 to 8 years old. And then
How big was he?
155 pounds. His skull was 14 and a half inches.
And that's the one down by you?
Yeah, he was
That's
a giant. I'll never kill one that big ever again. Like,
Yeah, you never know. Where do you think he came from?
dude, I don't know, because he was
Out of Mexico, maybe, or off the res? What side were you on?
He had to come off the res, or not the res, but Mexico maybe. I don't know. He was darn sure. Like me and Casey were talking about, like Arizona's got 2 different style of lions.
Yeah.
You got your high country mountain lions that got that red tint to them, and they got that big fat tail on them.
Richard knows. Richard will tell you if it's right or
Yeah,
not.
it is Jack Childs. And me and Casey were talking about the style of lions, like, you'll up in his country in the Ponderosas and all that stuff, you'll get them toms with them big old fat tails, and they got that red tint to them and stuff like that. And down here, they're more sand colored, real tan. They got a rat tail, real skinny, kind of like a horsehair slicked off in the summer,
Mm-hmm.
And that's how that tom lion was. He was real slick, real short haired. But yeah, he weighed about 100. Like, the guy holding them was 6'4", and when he picked him off the ground, his feet were still touching. I mean, he was a good thumper tom. And then a month later, we killed a 10-year-old tom out of there, and he weighed 150 pounds. It was just a freak deal.
That was Daddy, maybe.
Maybe. I don't, like, the genetics
So-
could have been in there.
So if that was his offspring, he was 10, the other one was 7, right?
Yeah.
Which makes sense because they go sometimes a year, they couple
Yeah.
of years, and they get pregnant. But
But I haven't killed a giant tom again over there. Like, we've been over there, and like there's a good tom over there I caught last year, and he's up there. He was up there last year, he's looking that 5-6 year old range. But he was real skinny, light, 125 pounds, 130-pound tom, and he was probably 6 years old by his teeth. I caught him in this mesquite tree.
you think it's genetics more that does this, or you think it's habitat, their environment, not eating enough as a kid, or
Habitat and environment. Like, me and Casey were talking about bighorn sheep, and Casey knows a guy, and like, he's like, yeah, I found a good ram today. He's 174, 176 inches. And I'm like, good Lord. Because, like, when I was in Nevada, like the sheep hunt we did with some buddies, we killed the biggest ram in the unit that year at 165 inches. And this ram's 10 inches bigger, and he's not excited about it. And Casey's just like, well, look at what they have to eat in that country compared to where you were at. And it's like, yeah, that's true. Mine, they were just licking red rocks and eating cheatgrass.
well, it's like the muleys up in Kaibab. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I mean, I've seen some muleys and elk. I've seen some
and
big suckers.
you're going to pull some freaks out here and there. Like my side-by-side mechanic, years ago, him and his daughter I think his daughter killed the buck. It was a 212-inch desert mule deer down here, like a true desert. And the unit average is 140. You know,
Hmm.
they just found a freak.
Yeah. Because a 155 down there is 140 is a big lion down there.
Yeah. No,
Like
this
you're
was mule deer. Mule deer.
oh
Like they shot
down
a
south.
200. Yeah, they shot it. This was back in the early 2000s. They shot a 212-inch mule deer or 214-inch mule deer. It's just a monster mule deer. And you know, I had one guy long time ago down here, and not a long time ago, but a couple years ago, and it's hard to even pull out a 160. Like it was work, and yeah.
I mean, was it in a real desolate area?
No, not really. I mean, there's nothing desolate down here anymore.
Yeah.
You know, everything's all side by side roads. Border patrol.
Whether they're supposed to be there or not.
Yeah, you know, people cut off through the desert.
Yeah, it only
So-
takes one track to build a road.
Yep. And there's not a whole lot of like desolate, gnarly, not like 27, you know. We don't have like what 27 has down here.
Mm-hmm. So that go back to that. You kill a 7-year-old out of there. You think he was the dominant lion, and then that 10-year-old got a little old, and then he's. How long do you think it takes when you kill a lion or a bear out of an area? Let's say a lion. How long did it take before they realize it's gone?
Not long.
You think he
Depending
poked
on your
through?
area. It all depends on your area. If you're in Maricopa and you kill a 6-year-old Tom out of there, it might be 4, 5, 6 months before another one shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you go somewhere where the lion population is a little bit bigger and the territories are more condensed.
They don't have to travel as far.
Yeah, and you know, like me and Dustin were hunting, and we killed a I killed a 6, 7-year-old Tom, and then a week later we had 2 guys show up for a hunt, and there was another good Tom back in that same country a week later.
So you think they come? So do you think they know they're gone, or do they constantly come in and get challenged? Like, do they come in and that lion shows up?
They're just. I call them one. This is the only way it makes sense in my head. Most lion hunters are probably going to call me an idiot because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm still learning. But you know, lions are just kind of like a one-man gang member. They each all have their little corner. You know, by their red light or liquor store, right? Little gang members. And all of a sudden you're at your corner and it's been a week or two and that other guy hasn't been on his corner. And you're just like, huh.
I'm gonna go check it out.
He hasn't been over there in a minute. I wonder if he got clapped.
I'm gonna go scratch his corner up.
Yeah. I'm gonna go see what's up.
And then he stands on his corner.
Yeah, then he goes and stands on his corner and sees what's around.
And nobody shows up.
So he takes it back over.
Hmm.
Like that's how it works in my head. I don't know, you know, I don't have any collar studies to go off of.
I mean, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You know, but how often do you think a lion comes into another lion, challenges it, and actually pushes out the lion that's there? A bigger, badder lion.
You know, I don't know. I've seen we've caught some toms, you know, that have scars on their face from fighting and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I don't know who won or lost or anything like that, you know. Like there's probably some guys that do the collar studies, you know, and see that lion hasn't moved in 3-4 days and they go there and he's been chewed up by another dominant male. That'd be something interesting to read about or talk about with a guy that's actually been around it somewhat. I never have been. Like every time I've been around or caught a tom that's scarred up real bad in the face, it's all healed up. I don't know if he won or lost.
Hell, you don't know if it was a bear or a coyote or an
Yeah.
antler.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe he got spooked and ran across a barbed wire fence.
Oh yeah.
That stuff I don't know a whole lot about.
I don't think he checks the hose so much at first. I think it's like going to a club and you see a girl that's been there with their dude all the time, and all of a sudden, not with the dude. So you're just kind of standing back until you get brave enough to go say, "Hey, you here alone?"
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, she comes up and talks to you or whatever,
And you're looking around like,
You're like, yeah,
"Where's your dude?"
exactly. Am I gonna get hit in the face from the blind side?
Tim busted you. No wonder you can't find a track. All the toms are just standing around on other toms' corners. I think they overlap too. I think if you could put a laser tracer on a GPS that read every 2 seconds.
Yeah, they absolutely keep. Yeah, they keep tabs on
it. They do this figure 8, like they always come in, and sooner or later they're going to meet. Sooner or later they're going to get on that same corner, and then someone's going to get beat up and probably not come back to that corner for a little bit.
Yeah, and it's yeah, they have to keep tabs on each other. Otherwise they wouldn't be taking over each other's stuff.
So here's the thing about lions too, because there's been many lions found, female lions, that's been chewed up, which means the other tom's either gone and not coming back, and he knows it. So he goes and tells her to roll over. She ain't going to roll over for him, and he don't like that, and he's going to kill her.
Oh, yeah.
That could be a big discrepancy.
I listened to a lion hunting podcast when I first got into, trying to be a drag ground guy. This is years ago. And these were 2 guys in Arizona. I can't remember who they were, but they were trailing a lion, and the dogs were treeing, and there was a dead lion in the tree with her skull crushed. A female with her skull crushed in the tree. And some other dogs went on, and they caught a tom that was all scarred up same day. That tom killed that female, crushed her skull, and she just climbed that tree and died up there.
Because she wouldn't roll over for him.
Probably. And then some other dogs went on and caught the tom. But, I mean, that'd be something cool to have happen to you, But I've never experienced... The closest thing, I've found 2 dead lions hunting.
Females?
One was. The other one was a juvenile tom.
Not chewed up?
No.
Well, you found the chewed up one.
They were both ate on.
Like a lion would eat on a lion.
Yeah.
Because I've heard of them.
Well,
I've heard of them. I've heard of females.
One was stuffed underneath a ledge and a canyon, chewed up, covered up, and I found it old, but it was covered up with. It was obviously buried.
Yeah.
And then the other one was off that calf kill, and the front shoulder was ate out.
Was the calf gone?
No.
It's weird that he would kill it and eat it.
I'm guessing Mom killed it and stashed that younger lion there to eat on it, and a tom found it.
And killed the... But it's weird how he didn't... he killed the lion and ate it, and instead of just...
He did how lions do. He ate behind the first shoulder, ate the shoulder meat out, and went in. I'm guessing he just ate the heart, liver, and lungs out of it, or whatever. That the good part, the organs, the good parts for him.
It was fresher than the.
And I
You know,
you know their organs are more nutritious than calf meat.
well, and
Yeah,
that
if the organ meat's already gone, you might as well eat that one, I guess. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
and we're no different animals, right? You have two
Yes.
brothers. One's a goody two shoes, and then you got one that just is in prison. You know, same with those animals, right? You got one that may just kind of beat up a little one, and it runs away, and he don't kill it, and he
Mhm.
finished eating, and then you got one that's just mean, and he's gonna kill it
Yep.
and eat it and make a point.
There was actually a Thule elk in California. My old construction foreman was talking to me about this.
Jared, you think that Tom killed that female fight, hurt it, like to save her cubs?
I never found the female on that
No,
one.
the dead one in the
Tom.
tree.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. They never caught the kittens in the podcast. They just found her dead in the tree, and they caught the Tom too that day. It was a podcast. I wasn't a part of it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was just I can't remember who the lion hunters were.
Was it like Floyd Green or somebody, or
Maybe one was an old timer.
Hmm.
This was 10 years ago when I heard it. I heard that
God damn it.
podcast.
Who said retard? Who said retard here?
Ooh, you can't even tell who it is.
It's our mystery guest that has an accent.
Yeah.
Cody would know more about it than I would.
About
with
what?
With all his collaring experience.
So they found
Yeah, I
they
don't
were
have.
traveling.
I got a lot of collared attempting experience. Actually, man, there's been a bunch of drama going on. Or not drama, but one of the lions that I collared last April, I guess, was killed by a hunter Friday night, and killed her and her 3 8-month-old kittens.
So how, in Texas, what's the rule there?
Don't matter. They're varmints.
Right. Yeah. So you could
You
kill.
know rules, yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of shitty, but
Arizona was like that for years.
yeah.
You could kill kittens in Arizona for years.
Cody froze up on us. He has internet in his place right there. I know he does. He just didn't hook to it. That to me though, that's kind of what do you say? 8 month old.
Yeah, but
I
they're
mean, they're
8 months old, and the guy was a deer hunter.
and it's like killing coyotes.
Yeah, especially, and if that guy was a ranch owner that raised whitetails, each one of those
Well-
whitetails, if they, those whitetail
Oh, yeah.
bucks bring $7,500-$8,500 a pop,
The,
and you got three things that eat them, they're gonna go away.
you better not. His passwords are all the same. I mean, it's that little stuff though that gets the anti-hunters riled up.
Yeah, but they don't see dollar figures.
Yeah,
You know?
they don't.
It's the same way as Arizona depredation lion hunts or lions. On calf kills. You had a female with 3 kittens. I don't know if they do it with all 3 kittens, but
Yeah. No, it's part of it. I don't.
But that's what get laws changed to where all
Correct.
of a sudden now
Correct.
because like it was collared, so they knew it had kittens.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they would have just killed the collar and not just let those was it 8-month-old you said?
8-month-old kittens.
I mean, they would have survived maybe.
Oh
More
yeah,
of a
they were
chance,
big.
you know?
They were big enough to survive. But I mean, there again,
Uh-huh.
play devil's advocate here. That houndsman was hired by the rancher to go in there and kill lions.
Well, that's what Jared just said. Was he a whitetail rancher or did he? How many lions? There's three cubs. They could do some damage.
Oh, 4 lions in one place for 2 months. that kills some stuff now. Let me tell you.
Hmm. So he saved a lot of money killing those lions. It's just you got to shut up about it. Like that's where everybody
There's the
gets mad.
problem.
That's where everybody gets mad when you say shoot, shovel, shut up, whatever. But god
Yeah.
dang, the antis, your buddy over there, who's that one girl that she's kind of against the lion hunting? I think you know what I mean. What
Pamela Hart, is that who you're
is that?
talking
Is
about?
that who it is? Like
Yeah,
she's
the
gonna make
crazy
a
lady.
big deal about it. Isn't she the one
Oh,
that
her and Ben
spearheaded
Masters will make a video of that female raising those 3 kittens,
the
and just show
Ben
them
Masters is
progressively their whole life, and then show them hanging there dead in front of a walk-in cooler one night.
the
It's very
unbranded
bad optics.
the unbranded
Ben
Ben
Masters
Masters
is
guy?
the unbranded guy
Yeah,
that rode
Yeah.
Mustang.
yeah,
Oh,
he's
he's
down
hard.
here. He's down here videoing a bunch of these cats that we got collared and stuff.
Is he-
Videoing their kittens. That's what he's been down here doing.
Is he an anti kind of hunter or?
Depends who the person standing next to him is.
Gotcha.
He's kind of one of those guys that fits in with every crowd. And I don't know him, so I mean I can't say for certain. I don't know, but I mean you might see him with Pamela Hart one day, and you might see him with Ross Blackwelder the next. I don't know. I don't know where his personal views are, but
Whatever
you know.
makes him money. Whatever's making him money.
well, that's a part of it. He makes all them movies and stuff, and hound hunters ain't donating money to make those movies.
Hound hunters ain't donating money to save their sport.
Yeah.
I can tell you that right now.
So but y'all were talking about a Tom lion killing a female. Last year, I trailed a Tom, and I trailed him all day, and in the afternoon, we went over this hill in Mexico, and all of my dogs were like bundled up on the GPS, like you would expect to see them if they had found a fresh kill, and they were all over there chewing on deer bones, And I told the guy with me, I said, man, there's a fresh kill out there. I'm going to walk out there and see what's going on. And I walked out there, and there was a dead female lion. And it was pretty cool. That Tom, we trailed that Tom, and he killed that female, and then trailed him on further, and then the next day we caught him and collared him. So it was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
They said there's a bad echo with you again. And when I did the
Not
podcast,
anymore.
You
go
made
away?
it quit when you turned something off, and now it's doing it
I
again.
muted my mic and it only picks you up. And I turned down. Is he still? So you're just loud on here. I don't know. Echo stopped because I pushed mute. My mic is picking you up.
It did it last week too.
It did, and then it went away. When I
Yeah.
turned my screen down. Let me
You want me
put
to
on the
whisper?
little bush. I got to put the bush on. Maybe it'll drown you out. I turned it down.
Is that one of those for her pleasure things you got
Yes.
over there? Or what?
Yeah, it's big and black.
Yeah.
I gotta hide it from my wife.
Yeah.
Hope she's not listening. So
But I never seen that before. I've heard about lions killing cubs and all that stuff. I mean, he killed a full-grown female lion.
that's crazy.
Yeah. She did not have kittens either. I knew the female. She was older than Moses.
And I've talked to people that said they found lions that got killed, females, and when you skin them out, like do a little necropsy on them or whatever it is, their necks are chewed up, their butts are chewed up, like
Yeah.
and that's pretty much a sign that he probably tried to breed her. And she said, "No, I got my Tom around here," and he said, "Okay,
Yeah.
kill him." It's crazy.
What are y'all up to, man? What are y'all talking about tonight?
Killing out the lead bear or Tom. We've been talking more about lions. Bears, I don't think bears are as territorial as a lion. You know, bears, they rub on trees. But when you have cameras out, I've heard the bears, you'll have a rub tree and you'll see 6, 7, 8 different bears
Well, just
rubbing on that tree.
look at trail camera videos of bait piles, bait
Yeah.
sites. There'll be 3, 4 bears eating on the same bait pile, rolling around and sleeping on it and everything else.
You cut a javelina and hang it. You don't have 10 lions trying to eat
Yeah.
it. It's usually one lion, I heard. You have one lion eating it. These are old stories I read about.
That was old. Ollie, you can say it. Ollie Barney did that. That's how he got his dog started.
Oh, yeah. Hang it.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is they say lion, they're not scavengers, but
Bullshit. So
they are.
I used to say the same thing. And I know an individual in West Texas that caught 9 lions in 1 year in live traps using deer that he shot. And then some of these biologists that I work with came from California, and they trapped lions in California, and they used roadkill for all of their baits in their live traps.
They love, if you know a
Yep.
biologist and you see a deer get hit on the road, you call him, 9 times out of 10, he'll run over there and pick that up.
Yeah.
You can't. To that lady, that's the lady, right? That Morning Star
Yeah,
mountain. You can't bait in Arizona. You can only bait in Idaho. And
on the res. You could bait on the res. And
Oh.
what they do, a lot of them use, so on the bait pile and bear, shit, there's a place up there next to the gummy bear factory, and they go sweep up all the gummy bears and use those. But dog food and syrup is a big thing on the res.
donuts, anything sweet and sugary. With
Sweet
a lot of,
and so when they
stinky.
were snaring bears, they would take day old donuts, smear them on a tree, and then take bacon grease and spread it. I heard.
yeah.
That's what someone told me once.
But I've seen, like, I got buddies that bait in Idaho and stuff, and they got like these bait balls for the summertime or whatever, and they get rained on and they sweat in the heat and they just drip,
Yeah.
and it just keeps bears around.
I've seen people hang socks in trees with full of jelly or syrup to where same thing. It just drips down. But there's bears' nose are like quadrillion times stronger than a human's.
Well,
So-
yeah, a bear's nose. They say a bear can actually give a day and time for what they're smelling. So you could walk through and take a leak, and a bear will come through and smell and be like, he was here at like noon yesterday.
What's the saying? If a pine needle falls in the forest, a deer hears it, eagle sees it, and a bear smells it. They've been documented to smell something 40 miles away.
Yeah, they say their nose is 15 times stronger than a hound's. So if you want a cold nose hound, just cross it with a bear.
Yeah.
I've been trying.
Hey, I saw on Facebook, I guess a hound brought 20 grand at the sale, huh?
Yeah,
I did see that too. You know, I don't think we talked about that last week, but yeah, 21,000, I believe.
20,500, I
Is
think.
that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I heard him call last 21.
That was a Texas dog.
It wasn't Beans again, was it?
Breck Beans dog, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wasn't the other one Breck Beans dog too?
The 17.5, yeah.
Yeah. It's
And
worth
then-
it to somebody. And if I had enough, maybe if I had money, I'd like to buy a $20,000 dog just to see what makes it a $20,000 dog.
Dude,
I'm not gonna comment on that. But normally I wouldn't mind getting a little shit started. But a dog is worth exactly what somebody's willing to pay for it. It
Just
ain't got
like-
nothing to do with what that dog's capable of doing.
Just
Yeah.
like that mule that went for 100,000 and everybody threw a fit about it. I
Yeah.
think it's more jealousy that you don't have $100,000. I bought 4 mules for $5,000. Now, 2 of them are old. One of them is passed. The other one probably should pass. So I got 2 mules for $5,000. Plus, I got 3 saddles, 2-pack saddles, a Yeti cooler, and probably $5,000 worth of just tack and grain, and I was hoping he'd throw
Oh
in the
yeah.
horse trailer.
Well, it's just like go back to horses with Casey. Dude, riding some of Casey's horses, that was nice. That was fun. Those horses are awesome.
Well, because that's what they
Casey.
do every day.
Yeah, and then you ride my Jughead Mustang. He's just a trail horse.
Wait, how much money you got into him? You traded.
I paid $600 for him.
That's what I paid for my horse. I had 22 years.
I put 2 lines on his back.
Yeah. Yep.
Is he gonna go and cut cows and separate them and do all the cowboy stuff? No, he does not have a brain mentality for it. He's an idiot.
Yep. And Ryan's right. Here's another. Oops, I took it off. Here's another thing. We talk about a $20,000 dry ground lion dog. It's something, and those coon hounds. How much do those go for?
A lot. Some of them 80 grand,
For a
100 grand.
coon. For a coon.
No, though. They don't do it for a coon. They do it for their ability to win $300,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a truck. And a side-by-side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like,
We talked about this before. Take that 20 grand. Okay, you paid 20 grand for a dog. Let's say you got 6, 7 dogs under it. How many of those dogs are going to learn off this dog? And he's right. How long is that dog? Now, that dog could last 1 day, or that dog could last 10 years. I don't know how old
Dog
the dog
gets snake
was.
bit tomorrow.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's just, you could buy a brand new truck and get it totaled the next day, and you're out of 80 grand because you didn't have gap insurance on it. And as soon as you drove it off the lot, it depreciated 20, 40 grand right away.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, it's worth that much money to that guy, and it was worth that much money almost to the second guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
He lost it for $500, and you think 20 grand, $500,
I'm not, and by no means am I saying that this is what was going on, because it's not what was going on. But I was at an auction one time at a friend of mine, and one of his registered Simbra cattle brought $50,000, and the guy that bought it, I kind of knew him a little bit, not very well, and he bought that cow, and then about 8 months later, the guy that owned the $50,000 cow bought a $50,000 cow at the next auction down the road, and the guy that owned that one was the guy that bought the 50. They had this little scheme going on.
Hey, me and my dad were auction junkies, and I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know if I should say this on the air because the guy that's I don't know if I should talk about that. I'm not saying it. I better not say it. Everybody get mad at me, but there's a way to make that money back in a year. And I think we've talked about it, but there always is someone running them up. If you're smart, and if you want 20 grand for that dog, and you have a guy, because what happens when, I'm not saying it happens here,
Money.
Trey or Wade.
No, it didn't.
But it does happen.
Here.
It happens at auctions where you run it up, your buddy's running it up until you get to the price. If you want 10 grand for that dog, that guy's going to run it up to 9,500 until somebody says 10 grand, and then the guy stops bidding and you get your money for it. I'm not saying it happens there. But
No, it didn't happen there. I wasn't there, but it didn't happen the last time the dog brought 17.5. I know that
yeah,
for a fact. But it
the thing about that $17,000 dog is people like Brett Vaughn and I think maybe Mike. They all have a line out of this dog. So that $17,000 dog that you have half brothers to kind of jumps
It
your
does,
line price
and it
up.
just sets the market too. So I sold a dog last week for $12,000, and it makes me think, my God dang, I just didn't have my price high enough. God dang, and call that guy back, tell him next time we're going to have an auction. There's a guy from Arizona named Chris Watson that wants to buy him too. You two can have an auction for
Yep.
him.
Yep. It's just you hope it's not doing that. And if you're willing to pay 20 grand and they run it up, you're already going to pay it. You already know a number in your head. You
Yeah.
know, but if I was to buy a $20,000 dog, I don't know if I would do it at an
But
auction.
let me tell you something else too, though. And I don't know who bought the dog, but just imagine you were a 70-year-old man that worked your ass off your whole life and made a bunch of money, and you were sitting at home and you wanted to go catch a freaking lion tomorrow.
Hmm.
Why not?
Yeah, you have money in the bank.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with it?
Yeah, yeah. Why? You
Leave
know,
it to your kids?
and they're just gonna blow it on hookers and blow
Yeah.
whatever they blow
If
it
they're
on.
smart, you
If they're
know.
smart, they would.
Yeah. If they have any character at all, that's what they're gonna do. But no, so it's um and I'll tell you something else too. There's a lot of people in this world that have a lot of money. You know, it's just not, it's not as much to them as it is to others.
I would
So
pay. I would pay a paternity test guy to say I'm related to that guy.
yeah.
Because I'm not one of those guys, and there's no one dying in my family that's gonna leave me nothing that I don't have to pay for.
Yeah, I got a friend of mine, very good friend of mine. I've known him. He used to work for me 20 years ago. Um, he's a mechanic. You know, been a just a broke dick working boy his whole life. His freaking great aunt died the other day and left him like freaking $750,000,
That's
and
crazy.
out of nowhere. And it's cool. Now he's bought him a nice house and paid cash for it, and bought every caliber gun that's known that's known to be in existence, and but yeah, no man, there's all kinds of old people that squirreled shit away.
Do we know who bought that? Did
I
a
don't
guy buy
know.
that? I don't know either.
And so that's the other thing, like you said earlier. I mean, a lion hunt's $7,500. You do 3 hunts with the dogs, and now he's free.
Yeah,
So it just
and you're
depends.
learning. You're learning other dogs. If you build just one $10,000 dog out of that pack,
It's
then you
worth
got a
it.
$10,000 dog. You know.
Well, it's just like anything, when you have a business, you're gonna buy a tool to make your business faster and
Yeah,
more efficient.
that's exactly right.
Nobody's mad he paid 20,000 for the dog. They're mad that they didn't get to pay 20,000 for
Yeah,
the dog.
they're mad that either they didn't get 20,000 for their dog, or they didn't have 20,000 to spend on a dog.
Well, and
So
it's like people like
Well,
with
just
Cody.
like puppies now. Like
Ugh.
I got 13, 20 grand a piece. Oh, shut up.
Mute.
Yeah. But Dustin called me about some dogs. I think it was Dustin, and he's like, "Hey, you're looking for pups, And I'm like, "Yeah." And he sent me the ad, and this is a while back, and I'm like, "He wants $1,000 for a puppy. I ain't paying that."
yeah,
Well, here, oops. Where's she at? You can pay whatever you want, but are you going to make your money? money at the end of the day. How many people go buy an $80,000 truck or a $100,000 Bloomer horse trailer or a $60,000 car? They lose money as soon
Yeah.
as they sign that paper. They lose 15 grand as
Drive it off
soon
the
as
lot.
they leave that parking lot. They cannot go to another dealer and say, I paid 60 for this. It's worth 65. That dealer will not give you 65,000 or 60,000 for it. They'll give you 45,000 for it because now it has 6 miles on it and it's used.
Yep.
So to complain about like she said, $20,000 dog. I mean, if you want to buy a $20,000 dog, sit on your couch. There's people, I know this for sure, that have Pomeranians that are $10,000 Pomeranians.
Well, just
And
look
they
at
sell them.
just look at
What
like
does that dog do?
the papered pit. What's the big bulldog? Is it the English bulldog that you can sell English bulldog puppies
Yeah.
for like $6,500?
Yeah.
Standard
No, I
poodles
mean,
go for
how much?
1,800.
Yeah.
How much money does the average person spend in a bar a year? You know.
Give me your account. I will just go through the convenience store, and I bet you're spending 3-4 grand a year just on big gulps and
Oh, I bet it's
tobacco.
more. I bet
Oh,
that.
no, it
That
probably,
may not be
no,
a high
no.
enough
Hey,
number,
I
dude.
want to
My
go
friend,
through
let me
Cody's
tell
account.
you.
I don't care what the total is. I just want to add up his candy bill.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get
Yeah.
on Amazon and look at that bill that Cody has because he orders candy
Yeah.
off of Amazon. I know. I've seen the boxes come in.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. Because like when I did construction, I'd leave the house. First thing I'd do is stop at a Circle K and I'd get a breakfast sandwich and then 2 energy drinks and then a big old thing of water and electrolytes every day. I'd spend $12, $15 at a gas station every morning.
Yeah.
I
Unless you're
can
with
assure you,
Pacey.
Rick, that
Yeah.
I did not fly a helicopter to Wisconsin.
Not yet. Not
Not
yet.
yet. Yeah. Exactly.
You don't have it yet.
I don't have it yet.
And like cute little dogs are big money. I have 2 unpapered. I have a papered lab that has restricted papers. And then I have a lab I could paper, but I just never did. I could breed those 2 labs and sell an 8-week pup, 6-week pup for $500 unpapered on a lab. You'll be lucky to get $500 on a hound pup.
I just saw what guys are selling for hound pups right now, and it's ridiculous. But I grew up in the waterfowl dog world, and like my dad always had good waterfowl dogs. He's starting to do the little field trials now that he's older and stuff like that. But in the day, they were just working dogs retrieving, and I was probably 7, 8 years old when he bought his first Chesapeake Bay Retriever in the 90s. And I think he paid like $2,500 for that pup in the 90s.
Yeah. No, and then pointer dog. There's in everything. There's the average Joe way of doing it, and then the fancy way of doing it. Whether it's hound, you can spend $100 on a pup, or you can spend $2,000 on a pup. Horse is the same way. You go to the roping, and somebody's riding a $2,500 horse, and somebody's riding a $25,000 horse.
Yep.
Yeah. But guys, I just
let's-
wanted to jump on and say hello, man. I got to get to bed. So I
So
gotta.
all I got to do, I'll send him. He's tired. I send him a link, and I know he won't sleep right away, and he'll jump on.
Yeah.
Give his 2
Yeah.
cents and jump off.
I just want to cause a little trouble, and then I'll be on my way.
All righty. Thanks for jumping
We'll
on.
see you
Cody.
guys. Good night.
Good night, Kate.
There you have it. Cody always jumps on in the end and just makes a good ending to a podcast.
Cody's
had
good at talking.
We have no reason to talk about auctions or nothing.
Yeah.
So I should have just called this show Rabbit Holes.
Yeah, this one we didn't really stay on task, but hard.
Hey, we stayed on task more than we used to.
That's true.
I would put a thing up that says, "What do killer bees do in the winter?" And we wouldn't even talk about killer bees. We
Right?
talk about rats. Definitely want to be coonhound. Average pup costs $1,000, but big name bloodlines with winning parents, they're gonna go. I think I don't know what Warner Glenn or Clump, all these people who've just been catching lion for decades, not years, decades. I don't know what he sells them for, but
Why?
because it's
Well,
Warner Glenn,
all those guys don't sell pups.
they
They all
don't.
have their own little. They all have their own little group, and they trade pups. Me and Dustin were talking about that. The last time I paid for a pup was 2018, 2019.
But that was to
Unless,
get you
unless,
into the circle, right?
yeah, and unless like, well, I take that back. I bought a puppy from Southern Colorado 3 years ago, and I paid $650 for him. It was a good dog,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't like my Walker dogs or my Black and Tans.
Well, hey,
He's
let me
still a
show
good
you.
dog.
Let me show them what I ordered. That picture I sent you. It was crazy because I drew this up. I chat GBT'd this
Mm-hmm.
and I sent it to him. I said, it don't have to be, this is just an idea. And they sent it to me and it looks just like it. It's a belt buckle I ordered to give away on at the rendezvous.
Right on.
But it come out pretty good, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I text her and asked if I can get. Oops, I got to go back. If I can get out of here. If I can get these ordered, so I'm gonna see if I can get them. If I can just order them, if they have the print, and how much it costs me to get them ordered. Because if anybody wants one, I'll take orders and just have them drop ship them to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the second belt buckle we made. I think I didn't have one the first year. So this is a second belt
The
buckle.
first year we put together in like 2 months.
It was not. It was 2 months.
Yeah.
I think
the
we just
Colorado
talked
deal
about
happened.
it, and it's Casey's
Color.
fault. Casey said, "Well, hell, I'll cook for you guys," and I got a spot, and we could only get into that spot at 11 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah.
We had dinner. We picked fights with everybody. Remember when everybody said, "Who are those guys?" And it was Larry Johnson and all those guys. And I said,
Oh, really?
Those are the undercover guys."
No way.
You don't remember that?
Oh, I didn't know it was Larry Johnson.
Yeah, it was Larry Johnson sitting over there and everybody else. I'm pretty sure it was Larry Johnson.
I remember we talked about him. I never got a good look at him because they're always off
Yep.
in the corner.
And we sat around and ate dinner. We didn't do the raffle. We didn't do the auction until Sunday morning when we sat around. I made some, they made egg burritos. I made egg burritos. We sat there long enough to where I had to make tacos for lunch. And then we finally said, oh, we should auction these off. And we literally had, 15, 20 people sitting around?
Yeah.
15?
It wasn't a big crowd.
Yeah, and we were just sitting around my horse trailer. And it was the two kids, my daughter and Kaylee, and we had a couple pups. We made $1,000. That's all we made for Colorado, sitting around my horse trailer doing stupid auctions.
Yep.
And then the next year was a little bit, we had the fire, so we couldn't get that spot. That was a nice spot.
Yeah.
I like that spot. So he had another spot, and then the firefighters were still there. So then we went up to the shipping pins, and we spent like $3 or $4 grand, made like $7 grand. Like we made like $4,000 just on the raffle and auction. And so this year we'll see. And the first year we had like 70 people show up. Yeah. And this was literally me and Brett on a Monday Night Live saying, we should have a rendezvous, ha, ha, ha. And it just, how it worked out, I don't know. And then the next year, more people, a little more organized. We had
Mhm.
chairs, not just, not
Yeah.
just a. You didn't go there last year though, did you?
No, I was still welding on my horse trailer trying to
Yeah. Oh,
get
you
all
were
my stuff
trying.
hauled.
You were trying to get back. I don't even think you finished your horse trailer, did you? Like you
No.
just drug it back.
Yeah, it's still hauls around, but Sarah's. We were trying to make it down, but Sarah's Toyota was still in the shop. My truck was in the shop for a rear end seal, and my horse trailer I was still welding on.
Hmm. Yep.
I had a
I
shit
think you.
show going on again.
I think you came in that week
I
after.
did. Yep.
Like it was that Monday or Tuesday or Sunday you headed out, and then well that was the big deal too. You were worried. We were all telling you just fly, dude. Don't worry about it. Leave at 1 a.m. You're not gonna hit check. Remember the horse thing,
Yeah.
Coggins and all that.
Well, they had a stupid outbreak of Coggins in Vegas,
Hmm.
and I was like, God dang it, I'm gonna get checked.
I mean, I
So I
think
had
we
to
were trying to
ask
find
Coggins
back
everything.
roads,
Yeah,
but you made it. You made it.
I got down.
You made it back. Well, Jared, it's always good when you come on. You know, we've done this. You were the. I didn't even know you. I think I just emailed or texted you and said, we met on the line. And I said, hey, you want to do a live?
Well, no, remember you and me. Who was I? Someone mentioned your name with how everyone likes you, and I was like, dude, we got to start something up because
Yeah.
Arizona doesn't have one.
Oh, yeah. We
And that
talked about it for a year before. Oh, no.
it
We've
was
been
like
doing
five,
this.
6 months.
We did this in 22, August 1st or 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is our 4th year doing this. Literally, like this week.
Yeah.
What is today? 5th? Man, I think our first live was August either 1st or 7th or something like around there.
Yeah.
So, and that was in 2022, and it was horrible. I mean, it wasn't horrible. We just talked, and we had people on.
Yeah.
That was what's crazy. People got on.
Yeah, we had 6 people listening to us.
And we were happy with half a dozen.
Yeah.
And then we kept talking about starting something. A couple years. Finally, I was trying to find somebody to start something because, man, I didn't feel I was smart enough to do it. And I'm kind of a big asshole. And I actually got an award for being an asshole
Yeah.
because
You're the
even
right
Michael-
person for it.
oh, I don't know if I'm the right person. I'm
Well,
the only one.
yeah. But you know how to talk to 2 different groups of people. You can talk to the hound hunters, lion guys, bear guys, but you can also turn around and shake hands and kiss babies and do both sides correctly.
I wouldn't go as far as saying correctly, but I try.
Yeah.
You know, I remember Michael Craven, we went and talked to senators after the fact. We went and, had beers and all that stuff, ate. And he said,
Mhm.
man, I admire your confidence. And I said, man, I really think you're mistaking my confidence for being an asshole. I'll be honest. Because we had a representative come in and he ignored us. And he come to that door and I grabbed his hand. Like I pulled him through the door.
You gave him the old Trump handshake where you
I
pull him
did.
in?
I did. And he's like, oh, hey, Chris, what are you doing here? I'm like, well, that's funny because we emailed you and said we'd be here and you never answered. Oh, man. I said, you must be busy. And he was kind of like, yeah. Oh, I've been busy. I said, well, that's fine. We're here now. So we'll make our way down there, And he just kind of laughs. And Michael's like, holy crap, dude. But, hey, they shit in the same toilet I do. They eat the same
Yep.
food I do. They're no different than we are. They're just
Yep.
they're just messing it up. They have the choice to mess it up. And
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you what, you go into that Capitol, and to me, it's just a dirty place. Like you leave and you just want to hand sanitize out of there, just because it's just dirty there. It's mentally dirty there.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys, and I'm pretty good judge character, and I know when people are kind of lying. And man, I tell you what, you know how you tell anybody in the Capitol's lying, their mouth is moving. They tell you what you want to hear, and they don't like when you bust them out on it. And that's what we were doing. And I think that's where Michael, I'll ask him them stupid questions. You know,
Yeah.
I caught one of the representatives
You go
that
yell.
put forward that bill for to predatorize lions and bears, and it said bears, lions, cougars, and wolves. So you know whoever wrote it don't know what's going on.
Yep.
When I caught him in the hallway, I said, "Hey, I just, I get the bears and lions, but you're saying we can't go to Scottsdale now and hunt cougars?" And he kind of he smiled. I don't know if he got it or if he just was offended by it. Because I kind of called him retarded, but but there's nobody down there you can trust.
No. Just like, well, any politics, anyway.
Rowdy was on quite a bit too,
Yeah.
but he's working, man.
Oh God.
Well, he
he's
took a
slaving
bigger
away
job.
right now.
He took a bigger job too, more responsibility.
Yeah. I think he's I don't know what you call it, but a truck boss or something. A fire crews.
He's right. It's a cesspool. Go talk to Jimena about working at the Capitol. He said it's just those guys will sit there and straight lie to your face. I asked the guy who put forward Michael Way, Representative Way. I said, "Why did you put forward the right to hunt state?" He goes, "Someone threw it on my desk." I'm on. Really? Well, I'll throw something on your desk if you want to put it through.
Right.
And they will. You just write it up, and we told them, listen, it's a good idea, but it's like buying a 1-ton truck with a 4-cylinder engine in it. It'll get your job done, but it's not going to do very good, and it's going to be worse in the end.
Yep.
So, anyways, that's enough of those politics. I try to stay clear of politics here. Makes me mad.
Yeah. I get mad at him.
It's dumb. Hopefully we'll work it out. Anyways, Hound Rendezvous, August 21st. It's actually August 22nd. I actually might have a Dutch oven guy there to do some cooking and show us how to do a Dutch oven. I tried to get
before she got big into really busy in photography, she'd make chicken and dumplings with the biscuit tops, and that's all she cooked out of was a cast iron when we were camping.
Oh yeah, that's all I use at my house and camping. Every one of them scrapped. I loved being next to the res because they bring in the rusty. It don't matter. I take them, clean them out, cook some bacon in them, and hang them on my wall.
Yep.
So, what is it? Get ready to go and buy your own suppressor. Oh, your short barrel rifle. And you don't need the rest of them because they're gonna fix that.
Sweet.
Yeah. Well, you can, and you won't have. Yeah, the stamp's stupid. It's $200, I believe, the tax stamp for it. But all right, Jared. You better go pay attention to your wife while she's home.
Yep.
How long is she home for this time?
Good minute. She goes Colorado, Wyoming next week, I think.
Long enough to start hating you and then come back and love you some more.
Yep.
Sounds good. Appreciate you jumping on.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Talk to you later.
You guys have a good night.
All right, guys. Rendezvous. We're working on the AZWDA site. It's getting transferred over so you can do your, yeah, I know, Ryan. It used to be what, $200 to get the tax stamp for a suppressor. I don't know. I never got one. I just used a potato or a Coke bottle. So AZWDA is being worked on. So there's we're still transferring stuff. And I got a site to where you guys can renew it will renew automatically for your membership for AZWDA or Arizona Working Dog Alliance. And if you haven't signed up, you should, because we're going to need a lot of money this year, because might not happen, but I hear through the grapevine from little birdies that are in the same nest that we might get another, they're going to try a ballot initiative. So we'll see about that, but it's good to be prepared. So go to if you're going to sign up for the rendezvous, go to azhhr.com. There's a link. Click on the picture of the rendezvous, and it'll take you to pickandshoveloutfitters.com. You have till the 15th, 10 more days to sign up. Now, I don't know. I'm hoping it all works out. Diana called me and said, we're absolutely doing it, and she's in good spirits, but she'll probably be there. So if anybody wants to help out with dinner, I'm sure they're going to need some help. I know they've gotten some help. I'm probably going to drop off J. John's Wednesday, or probably Wednesday, and then I'm probably, which I got to call and schedule that. And then I'll probably show up Thursday, because we usually start setting up tents Friday. And if anybody gets there and wants to help set up the tents, we're going to need a lot of help, because Casey is worthless and Diane did everything. So now that she's in a wheelchair, we're going to have to rely on Casey, right, Casey? So, season starts Friday, so go hunt in the morning. Probably be too hot to hunt later. I get a lot of slack. Everybody says if I would do it on a different time, but a lot of people come out from out of state and they get to hunt. And it's not very expensive to hunt in Arizona out of stater for bear and lion. And it's archery deer. I'm going to take my longbow. I'm going to tell you, if we get a deer, we're eating good. Other than that, azhhr.com to register for your dinner, or go to pickandshoveloutfitters.com, which is PIC and shovels.com. But there's a link already. We do got a little raffle going on. I guess nobody likes it too much. I haven't got a lot of, but it's for let me see. I don't think I have it on here. Let me look real quick. Leads, no, that's the guy that's doing it. Anyways, leads and tie outs. He's donating a tie out. You get an AZWDA hat or AWDA hat, and you get a leash. $10 ticket, man. There's only 40 spots. So it's kind of a good deal, because it's a $200 tie out for dogs, 5-dog tie out. Squirrel hunt, October 16th. Sign your kids up. They're going to feed you. If you have a squirrel dog, I think this is the first year they've had dogs there. I'm bringing Stinker, and you can ask Jeremy. She's a squirrel dog, more than anything else. Sign them up October 16th, that whole weekend. Have a few game wardens there, I'm sure. If you want to volunteer to take kids out, come on up. Weather's going to might be actually kind of cold with all the rain we're getting. But go to, azwda.com to sign up for that, but I don't think I have the links ready yet. We're still working on it, and I had to hire a TI guy. Well, he's doing a donation, but he's working on it. Other than that, we appreciate everybody who comes out. Gas at 840 is kicking my ass. You better buy a motorcycle, put a trailer on it that'll haul a few dogs. Take a Greyhound. Hey, you're right. I age it. I got 3 elk to get. We were elk hunting this morning. And I'm going to bottle probably a whole elk. We're going to jerky elk, and we're going to hamburger an elk. I'm telling you what, I shouldn't have told anybody how old that meat was. You guys would have never known. So, but yes, I'm going to cook tacos probably there again. I'll make you guys some tamales. All my 2010 and 12 is gone. So all I got is 23, 24 meat. So you guys are safe. azhhr.com. You can go check out azwda.com. It's being built. azhhr.com. You guys got to go buy your dinner tickets. And if you're coming, man, let me know. So we kind of know how many people are going to be there. How many jars of 20-year-old meat I need to bring. Other than that, Hey guys, thanks for coming, and we will see you next week. And this, I'll get this. I didn't get the podcast out last week till yesterday, maybe. I'll get it out. This podcast will be out Friday, and I'll clear out all the crap in it usually, and it shortens it by 20, 30 minutes. So other than that, keep your powder dry and stay safe out.
Well, bye.